You're listening to Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast with your boy E-Man.
What is up, everybody? Your boy E-Man coming at you with episode 75. All right, I'm back at it. A couple of weeks off. Been a little busy, but you know what? Before I start, happy holiday season for everybody. We're a few days away from Christmas. Whoever celebrates Christmas, congratulations. Who doesn't matter. Same thing. Holiday season, enjoy it with the family and your close ones. You know, get some eggnog, some beer, some scotch, whatever your flavor, whatever your poison is, but celebrate it well and just keep watching NBA on Christmas Day because that's what it's all about, baby. Anyway, of course, now Christmas family, but sports also takes a big part of it. Let's get started. I got some football. I mean, it's all fully loaded. It's all NFL, fully loaded podcast today, episode today. And we're going to blast this off with Lamar Jackson, bro. Look, I'll admit when I'm wrong, and I've been proven wrong many, many times before. There's a reason why I'm an average Joe and not a professional at this. But Lamar Jackson, man, just with today's game, with today's victory over the Cleveland Browns, better yet, shellacking of the Cleveland Browns, that dude just clinched the MVP in my book, all right? He probably clinched it last week. But by clinching the MVP, you know, he should be the MVP. He just also shut the mouths of all the doubters, including me, all right? You know how I am. I started calling him the new hotness, Tim Tebow 2.0, just a more athletic Tim Tebow, you know, last year when he was a rookie. And I said, look, this is going to be a kind of a trend. The new hotness is not going to be long-term. Granted, it's only his second year. But that dude, I just kicked my ass, for all my opinions, the way he improved in the offseason, how hard this guy worked. But the big difference between him and Tim Tebow, like I called him Tim Tebow 2.0, Lamar Jackson put way more work. And Tim Tebow didn't work this hard to change his mechanics and improve as much as Lamar has done in one season, from one season to another. Come on, man. With today's shellacking of the overhyped Cleveland Browns, Lamar proved that he is the man. Sick. The guy is just plainly sick. He is instead of, I'm done with calling him Tim Tebow 2.0, he is Michael Vick 2.0. All right. Michael Vick was a legitimate quarterback athlete. And Lamar Jackson is the second version, the most upgraded, like the Terminator 2.0 or 3.0, the one that instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger who gets killed, who's a machine, the other guy has that water feature that could, shape himself look like anything. That's Lamar Jackson, the shapeshifter. The guy that can do everything, that Randall Cunningham, that Michael Vick, all these other quarterbacks. He's up there with Russell Wilson right now. So his day, I don't think he's a better passer than Russell Wilson, but man, clutchness, hardness, the hard stuff, man, the grittiness, he has it. Dude has it. Today's game, he started really, really off, and then he just took off in the second quarter. And it's, just from there, it was just on. There's a reason why he leads the highest offense in the NFL right now. But let's break down some of the stats in this game. Lamar's number in this game alone, 238 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, rushed for 103 yards on 17 carries. Again, he has over 1,000 yards already, like 11 or 1,200 almost already in the season, breaking Michael Vick's record for rushing yards in a season. He did it last game, if I'm not mistaken. That's why he's Michael Vick 2.0 now. But also, Lamar just did it today, not only just with his feet, but he threw for 3 touchdowns. All right, come on. He has 33 touchdowns in a season with only 6 picks, which is insane. That's how much he worked on his pocket presence, his ability to become a pocket passer. He's not there yet. He's not there yet because he has some inconsistencies. But with a team that his best wide receiver is Mark Andrews, who had 2 touchdowns today and went down limping for the rest of the game. And Mark Ingram also caught a touchdown. But his best receiver is a tight end. He still doesn't have a beast as a wide receiver. Marquise Brown's a nice piece, but he's like your second or third guy that's going to go out there, throw it deep, he'll catch it. You still need that Michael Thomas kind of guy, that Julio Jones kind of guy, OBJ kind of guy, Jarvis Landry, the big target, the big body. He doesn't have that yet as a wide receiver. And the kid has thrown for 33 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. That is amazing. That shows how much he has improved with his pocket presence and his passing ability, which credit to him. He didn't have that last year. Everybody saw this guy as this guy is a beast of an athlete. He's a freak of nature. But man, he got exposed in the playoffs against the Chargers, who were not a great defensive team. They just stuffed him, play zone. He couldn't complete anything. But this year, this guy has completely transformed his mechanics. Well, not his mechanics so much, but he's I think he does have a quicker release and definitely more accuracy. By far more accuracy. 33 touchdowns with a second rate wide receiving core that he actually has, and a pretty decent tight end. Good running game. With only 6 picks, it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Russell Wilson numbers, man. Russell Wilson numbers. We know what he does with his feet. The offensive coordinator has done a great job. John Harbaugh has done a great job in putting this team together and building around his strength. I mean, there's the only team that run the option in the NFL, all right? They have a quarterback option scheme for Lamar, but why wouldn't you? You have to do that kind of stuff. And right now, it's been putting the tools that he needs, getting him the work that he needs. And this guy right here, man, he just puts in the work, man. That's the bottom line is that Lamar Jackson is a workhorse. He puts in the work. He put in the work in the offseason, improved himself from his rookie season to his second season to a level of an MVP, which he's going to get. That's what this guy did in the offseason. And you know what, dude? You can't hate on a guy like that. I honestly cannot hate on the kid like that, because somebody in life that puts all that work is going to get some success and is going to get to where he needs to go. And that's what this kid did this year. And you know what? Let's stop hating on the kid. You know what? Hey, it's still early, second year. Let's see what he got for the playoffs. I am looking forward to see what he has for the playoffs. But as of now, he shut my ass up. Just like he probably shut a lot of these other haters out there. And it is what it is. The kid is a stud. The kid is a real NFL quarterback. Let's stop calling Lamar Jackson a running quarterback, regardless if that's his strength, because he threw for 33 freaking touchdowns. All right? Enough said. Let's go take a look at his stats for the year, right? I mean, they're so impressive. 33 touchdowns, 6 picks, 2,800 yards, almost 2,900 yards passing. Huge increase from last year. But Lamar it doubled his numbers, like quadrupled his numbers from last year, like 1,000% improvement in regards to touchdowns and interceptions. Rushing, come on, man, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's just impressive. Unlike his, counter, Baker Mayfield, Lamar deserves to win because of his offseason accolades. How much of again, I'm repeating myself, how much of the hard work this kid did in the offseason. He worked hard because he wanted to achieve something, and that's shutting the mouth of all the doubters, and he just did because he will win the MVP. I want to see what the rest of the playoffs now have in store, because they have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. I would rest Lamar Jackson, rest every starter in the next 2 games if I'm the Ravens, which they'll probably will in the last game, which they probably will anyway. It's funny. We have an MVP guy, an MVP candidate. The guy's going to win the MVP from the same draft as Baker Mayfield. One worked his ass off during the regular season and improved. The other one did a whole bunch of commercials, and now we know where the Browns are. Sorry, Cleveland. Look in the mirror in today's game and see what a true leader is all about. That's Lamar Jackson, not Baker Mayfield. Cleveland, you could put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. And unfortunately, the pig is the Browns. Congrats to Lamar Jackson. Hard work pays off, my man. You shut my ass up. You shut up the mouths of the rest of the haters. Now I'm looking forward to see what you got in store for us in the playoffs. And staying, not switching gears, in the same lane, the NFL, man. Another historic day. Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas breaks Marvin Harrison's record for the most catches in a single season. I mean, this record was crazy because it's actually been around. The record has stood for 17 years. The record of Marvin Harrison's 143 catches has been around for 17 years. We all know this is a happy passing league nowadays. Everybody throws the ball, man. The running backs have become wide receivers. So it's all about the air, man, airing the football out instead of more grounding and pounding. But come on, we all know Michael Thomas is a stud. Right? He's already on record-setting pace early on in his career. Apart from the single-season records catch, 144 catches, and he did it with a touchdown, by the way. He did it in style, too. Actually, no, he broke it. They called the touchdown back, and then he caught the touchdown after that catch after the record-setting catch in today's game against the Tennessee Titans to put the team ahead. So, to seal the deal, actually. They were ahead by 3 points, but to seal the deal. That's how much of a stud this guy is. Breaks the record, take the touch run away from him, and then he comes back and gets gets another catch and with a touchdown catch as well. So, hey man, listen, again, he's a stud. And right now he has already shattered the NFL record for catches in the first 4 seasons of a career, which is now at 464 catches. 64 ahead of Cleveland Jarvis Landry in second place. He just needs 18 catches to pass Landry for the most catches in the first 5 seasons of a career. So he's only 18 catches away, and that's going to be next year will be his 5th season. He also passed Randy Moss, all right, that was Michael Thomas, on Sunday for the most receiving yards through a player's first 4 seasons. Insane. He's led all the NFL wide receivers in catch rate over the past 2 years, catching nearly 85% of the passes thrown his way. That's the part that impresses me the most. You know what I mean? Because this guy is 6'3", 212 pounds, great hands, as he has demonstrated that he's only dropped 1 pass. An example of the great hands that he has, he's only dropped 1 pass in the past 25 games. That's insane. All right, that's freaking insane. This guy's a freaking monster. And I'm not surprised he has the catches record because this guy is reliable. He doesn't drop balls, man. He catches everything that goes his way. He's a workhorse. All the volume in the world can be thrown on Michael Thomas, and this dude is going to do what he does best and catch the freaking football. I mean, today's game, he had 12 receptions, 136 yards, 17 targets. 17 targets, caught 12 of them. And that's with a pretty decent defense, secondary in the Tennessee Titans. They're not to laugh at. But again, he's a huge part of that offense. He is Drew Brees' security blanket. He's a tough guy to match up with because of his size, ability, and athletic ability. Congrats to Michael Thomas, man. I knew he was he's been doing great things since he started in the league, and he's on such a pace to shatter pretty much every receiving record out there right now in just 4 seasons. That is insane. He already got a couple. And barring any injury, this kid's going to be the man. He's going to be the top receiver at the end of the day with right there with Julio Jones, which, by the way, congratulations to Julio Jones. The fastest player ever to get to 12,000 receiving yards, breaking Jerry Rice's record. I am shocked that record has lasted that long, especially in an era like we have now, which is a passing era, and wide receivers like Julio and Michael Thomas benefit from so much. Sorry to segue, but I got to give a shout out to Julio, man, who also broke a record today from actually one of the greatest wide receivers, the greatest wide receiver of all time, which is Jerry Rice. Anyway, Michael Thomas is the epitome. I mean, not the epitome. He's like the prototype of what a wide receiver should be, him and Julio. At 6'3", man, 212, speed, athletic ability, and great hands, this dude is going to shatter every receiving record in the NFL. It is what it is. Michael Thomas is a beast, and he's going to be around for a while. There's a reason why the Saints give him all that money guaranteed, because guess what, man? This dude, you got to pay him, because it's not another team that's going to pay him, and it's going to be the Saints' loss, and they're not that stupid. Congrats to Michael Thomas. Again, another great day, another record-setting day for Michael Thomas, who's also the man and a beast. Staying on record-breaking pace, here at the Average Joe Sports Talk, episode 75. Listen, again today, like I mentioned earlier when I was, giving my reaction on Michael Thomas, record-breaking day for the single-season catch record. Again, as a passing league, as a quarterback league, we all know that. A running back has to be a wide receiver nowadays as well, not just to run it. That whole school that you had, one running back that would just specialize in catching, now you got the art of the dual weapon running back. And nobody symbolizes that dual role more than CMC, Christian McCaffrey. Today, this dude broke his own record that he set last year for most catches in a year. He had 15 catches today, gave him 109 for this year. That's 2 more, breaking his own record for the most catches in a season by a running back that he set back in 2018. Insane. This guy sets back-to-back records, had 15 catches today. He needs 67 more yards. That's how much of a stud this cat is. All right? In the season finale, which is next week against New Orleans, that's going to be tough. New Orleans is a tough defense. To become the 3rd player in NFL history to have 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in the same season. Only 3 other cats have done that, and McCaffrey is it's going to be one of them. The kid has only played 3 seasons, man. That's impressive. That's very, very, very impressive, man. And again, another guy that does a whole bunch of different workouts during the offseason, puts in the work like Lamar Jackson. Not a big guy, but a strong little dude. He does like mixed martial arts. I mean, he says that's how he stays in shape. McCaffrey's just an animal, a beast, and he's just an offensive juggernaut. And look, the team sucks. They're 5-10. He's the only bright spot. Right now for the season, McCaffrey has 1,300 rushing yards, all right, and 265 with 14 touchdowns. He's tied for first for running backs. It's just insane. It's just out of this world, man. This guy is just a complete animal, just like a Michael Thomas kind of guy. This year, receiving-wise, he's had 117 targets. Insane, right? That's insane. Today he had 15 more, so he has over 130 targets right now. And look, man, you can't complain. The dude has 4 touchdowns receiving this year and 14 rushing this year. And today he didn't get a touchdown, but hey, look, that's not bad. 18 combined total touchdowns, is leading the league in all-purpose yards. Third player ever to ever have being the 1,000 club, 1,000 receiving yards and 1,000 rushing yards. Has set the record twice for receiving by receiving catches by a running back. That's insane. I remember back in the day when the single season record catches, not by a running back, by a wide receiver, was set by Shannon Sharp's brother, man. I forgot his name. Sterling Sharp, I believe was his name. And it was like 108 or 109. That was like the record, man. And when Marvin Harrison got up there to like 143, I know that all of a sudden after that came 117, but that was a record that was around for a very long time with Sterling Sharp, actually. Shannon Sharp's I think his big brother broke it or set it for he was playing for the Packers, if I'm not mistaken. And now you got a running back catching 109 receptions. He's probably going to have another like 12 next week, and he's going to have like 121. That is just insane. Running backs are another form of wide receivers nowadays. They have to catch the ball and also run it efficiently and as productive and effectively as they can both ways. That's just the new game, man. It's a passing league, and running backs are in it to win it, man. They're part of the killer. So congratulations. Another record-setting day for another player, and it has to do with offense. Can you believe that? And also receiving. So catches. We stay. This has been the Saturday of Lamar Jackson being a stud and multiple players here. Julio breaking the record for the quickest receiving yards. That's been around forever since Jerry Rice broke it today for 12,000, the quickest 12,000 receiving yards. McCaffrey has broken his own receiving, most catches by a running back in the single season. He broke his own record from last year. And of course, Michael Thomas breaking Marvin Harrison's record for most catches in a season ever of 143. And he broke it today, and he has 145 right now. And it's been an awesome day of football. I love seeing records get broken. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's supposed to be. Records are meant to be broken because everything increases. Everything goes higher. All right. Everything improves, man. All right. It's evolution, and the game has evolved into completely different than when I started watching this in the early 90s as a kid. That's all I got today, ladies and gentlemen. Came back with the fire, brought the heat. I appreciate you all. Thank you for listening. Yo, check out the description at the bottom for all the links to my YouTube channel and all the other platforms that you can listen to the podcast and subscribe. Appreciate the love. Thank you. I'm gaining more subscribers. I'm gaining more downloads, even though I'm not, publishing as often as I have, which I want to get back to the weekly basis, man. But it's been a rough for a couple of 6 months, man. Personally, been real busy at work, busy with school, trying to, get a couple of certifications and also get that degree that's going to get me to the next level in my own personal job, in my career. But also, man, I'm still, going out there in an average Joe that's, doing his thing, exploring his dream of broadcasting through this beautiful new world of the internet. All right. So that's why I keep doing this, man, whenever I can and when I get the chance, but I'm going to get back week after week. Thank you everybody for listening. I appreciate you all. Yo, your boy E-Man signing out. Peace.